Hello, good morning, everyone. Brenda over here at Blasterworks, and it's time for my weekly trash talk and to make my plan my week ahead in my trash journal. So I just finished this week one. I already filled out my journal card, and there are some sorry, there are some chores or whatever to do things that I need to transfer over to this week coming up. So I'll do that too once I make my card. Last week I rode my bike 3 days, so that was good. Had to do grocery shopping on Monday, and then Friday actually, a friend of mine at work brought me a plant while I was riding my bike, so I couldn't take it home. So I used Friday to take the plant home, and I did stop by on the way home and got us some dinner. So I guess that counts as shopping. But yeah, so that's that. And then this week we are working on this page, so I can cover it up, do whatever. It's not a very nice looking page, artsy page, so I don't mind covering up whatever I need to on that. As far as trash, I feel like I have a piece of hair on me. I hate when I feel like I have a piece of hair on me. Anyway, as far as trash, this was just in the mail, and of course I like the comic book aesthetic of it, even though it's a person, but it's a cartoon. And upon further investigating, it has like what they do when they come to clean your house, like in rotation. And I thought this was a pretty cool list, so I may keep this for myself and use it for around the house and make my own type of schedule, because I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna not trash it like in the trash and not glue it down. It'll be removable so I can look at it. I'll probably just do something with the front. I got dates. We usually eat dates when we're trying not to eat too much sugar. If we have a sweet tooth, we'll just eat a couple dates. So these are the dates I got at Sprouts. This is the place that I was telling you guys about, that we were trying a new place down the street, and it was really good. The first time we tried it, I got everything, like the drinks, a few side dishes, and then the main dishes, just so that we could try everything. And this was on the drink cover. And then the drinks came in this nifty little bag, so it's like separated, and you can put 2 drinks in there. So I kept that. I'll probably use it as a pocket in the journal. But this is really good. The egg rolls are what got us. So the rest of the dishes were okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, we'll eat there again. But the egg rolls are really, really good, to where you're like, oh, I got to go back and get me some more egg rolls, which we did on Friday on my way home. I stopped by and got egg rolls, order for each of us instead of one to share like I did the first time. And then I also got us the rice bowls. So that's that. This is a breakfast spot that I went to on Sunday. And the reason I'm putting this in here is because everything is online now. And this is an old paper menu with old prices that I had in the drawer. So I'm just going to use it for my trash journal now. This is stuff this is from the plasticware, you get it at Costco, like a big old box, and we have it at work. And I just, we're throwing out the cover. So I just kind of cut off some pieces that I want to keep in case I need it for later. Utensils in all different sizes, and this little window thing, but I probably won't use it this week. But I just cut it out to add to my stash. And then this was also in, did I already show you guys the Long Beach? Here's the, oh well, I had a thing that said Long Beach, which I got off of a local magazine, and this was in the magazine, so I just cut out the dogs because they were cute. So this will probably be in the pocket until I figure out what to do with it. This is the journal card I made for this week during the Divas Color Cube challenge, and that video is already uploaded, so you can see the process video there. But yeah, so this is my journal card, and it's ready to go. And these I found while cleaning out, looking for scraps and stuff, cleaning out my drawers. This was from an old art journal book that I had, and I just was trying to downsize. So I got rid of the pieces of art that didn't really tug at my heartstrings. This one I liked because this is me and hubby, and I'm giving him the key to my heart. There's the heart with a little keyhole in it. So this was for another art challenge, and then I'm just going to probably use these as journal cards in the future. They are quite thick. And then this one I liked just because I liked the way that turned out. This was like when I was first doing rust and texture. And I just like the way that looks, the shadowing on. I mean, it just turned out really unintentionally. It came out better than I anticipated. I didn't mean for it to have a shadow on his head like that, but it did. And it works. It looks like he's actually really in there in a cage. So that's cool. This I found while riding my bike. So it was this way on the ground, and I thought it was a piece of paper, but it didn't look like it was there for the day, and it didn't move like a couple days. And so I said, I need to stop and see what that is. I just thought it was a piece of paper, but it's a piece of metal. So obviously this will become a sign later on down the line somehow. I don't know what side I'll use, but pretty cool. This from, oh, there's the Long Beach. All right, so that goes with my doggies. May use that this week, may not. I don't know. This is from our eggs. You guys have seen this before. These are the eggs I like to get. But I'm probably gonna, I'm thinking this is a good size. Let's see. Yeah, good size for the cover. I would just need to, like, I'll use a hinge or use this as a hinge, you know, and have a back piece. And obviously cut this part off. So this is for the future, not today. Put that over to the side. And then we had popcorn, and I just cut the bag and cleaned it. And I usually will keep the big one and a little one in case I need the smaller version instead of the big version. So that's what that is. Oh, and then I also found this sign. This was also laid down like this on the ground. And I'm like, oh, it's one of those no parking signs. I thought it was going to be one of those no parking signs. And when I flipped it over, it's an arrow. How cool is that though, right? I mean, it's pretty thick. So I'm not sure if I could probably peel off some layers off the back and make it a little bit thinner, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not sure how I'm going to be using this in the future, but pretty cool. It could even be an art piece, and just maybe I'll just stick some stickers on it and make it like a sign, you know, like a road sign that has, you know, where people stick all kinds of stickers on it. That's a possibility too. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you. That obviously will not be going into this week's trash journal. So there, that's my trash. And then, oh, and then I also have, which I think I had this idea yesterday, I have leftovers from the Divas challenge from this. So I have this leftover and some palm tree die cut pieces. So I think I will every week, I'll take a few of my scraps from this challenge, and I'm going to put it in the middle of my journal. You know how I have that middle page? So let's see. Open up. So yeah, so this I'll put these in here, and it'll become part of the center. So yeah, so maybe I'll do that today too. Yeah, I'll do it today once I figure it out. All right, so all these I'm gonna put away because I'm not using those today. Off to the side they go. This will go into our pocket for future use. They might even go in the middle too, huh? Let's see. Oh, see, they would look cute down there. Yeah, they might go in the middle. So that will be to be determined. Okay, so I'm going to go to town now and insert these. I don't think I have much to talk about for this week. I just did the challenge. Oh yeah, we have May Scrappy 8 challenge. The prompt is, here's your sign. So I am trying to think of an idea for that. Oh, and I have receipts, but I don't think I'm going to keep these because they're going to fade eventually. This is just what I ordered at the place. Maybe I'll just keep them for now, and then if they fade, they fade. But anyway, yeah, so the prompt is, here's your sign, from Kristen. She's Kristen Loves Dogs on Instagram. And yeah, still trying to think of, I had an idea, and then now I'm thinking about that idea. I'm like, you know how I overthink stuff. So that's what the phase I'm going through right now. So hopefully I get out of that soon enough so I can get started on that. But anywho, yeah, so let me just start putting stuff together. I figure this out, and then I'll go over it later. All right. Okay, so I think I used everything that I originally had pulled out. Okay, so I did use that as a pocket. I kind of glued it down kind of weird. It's got a lot of tension right there, but that's okay. I use this with this because ideally this is supposed to be like Long Beach, even though we don't have buildings that tall. But yeah, so I figured that's pretty cool. Put that just in there as a tuck. And then the googly eye I think is going to stay on now. It did not work with the glitter glue, so I used the 3-in-1. And then that's cool. So that's there. Pocket, decorations. This I'm going to stamp Sunday through Saturday on there. That'll be my daily planner. And then, of course, I have this, which I'm going to utilize to try to make myself a rotation cleaning schedule for the house. And then, of course, I have the breakfast place there like that. And that's it. But I think the middle, this was pretty fun, actually. I like this. I put the palm trees behind the house in case I decide I want to put something over here instead, you know. So I thought that was pretty good idea. And then having her, of course, surfing in the clouds is pretty neat also. That was kind of like a no-brainer, I think, is to put her up there. Or, you know, or she could have been coming up over the hill too, or the roof would have been kind of neat too. But yeah, I think it looks good up there. And then this week we're going into, I'm going to work on the next Divas Color Cube Challenge card. And so far I'm kind of going back and forth on the color card that I'm going to choose. I need something with greens, obviously. And the one she has that has greens, that's all it has. It doesn't have any other colors. And then the other ones that does have other colors doesn't have enough greens. So because I want to do the parrots of Long Beach, the wild parrots of Long Beach, which are actually parakeets. I think that it's called midred or mitred, or I don't know how you pronounce it, parakeets, and they're primarily green, and then they do have a little bit of red on their face. So, I mean, I'm sure I can just add red, but so I'm kind of going back and forth on that. But I'm kind of thinking I'm going to stick with Long Beach if I can. I mean, I know the next one is like drinks, so obviously it's going to be coffee for me, and then the last one I think is bugs. So yeah, so that could just be in general bugs. I mean, that doesn't have to be Long Beach bugs, but you know what I'm saying. So, anywho, that's it. That's it for my trash talk. Today I'm just going grocery shopping, and then, like I said, working on trying to get an idea for Scrappy 8, and also working on the next Color Cube Challenge. If you guys decide to join, don't forget to use the hashtags for either challenge so that we can see. And if you're on Facebook and you do the Color Cube Challenge, join the Divas Facebook group, and then you can show your makes there, and then you're in running for a prize. So if you do all of them, I think there's 4 or 5 a week. I mean, that's up to 20 chances that you can get to win a prize. So yeah. But for now, I'm going to get going. I'm not going to do any yard work today. If I do, it'll be just pulling grass from in between the cracks of the patio and the cement that's out there. And that's about it. The rest is all just going to be kind of a planning day for me. All right, but I hope everyone out there is doing well. Thank you again for being here and supporting my channel. I know I don't do a lot. I do want to get back into some of the stuff that I had been doing prior to hubby's health kind of going downhill a little bit. So we'll see. I'm trying to get that going again too. So, but thanks for sticking it out with me. I really do appreciate it. All right. And with that, I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right. Take care, everyone. Tschüss.